Alright, LTA Movie Club. This is going to be my first review and hopefully the first of many if I have the time for it. Repo the Genetic Opera. Heading into this, I didn't really know what to expect. I heard good things about it, but I'd mostly heard bad things about it, so I was kind of hesitant to be honest. Heading in. Uh, the only things I really knew heading in was that it was a musical, Paris Hilton was in it, and that's basically it. All in all, the movie was decent. It was nothing terrible, but it wasn't that great. It had its good moments and its bad, so it was kind of like, around that halfway point. The acting was alright. At times it got a little hokey, but I didn't really mind that. Some people might. I didn't care. Uh, but for Paris Hilton, I understand because she won the Razzie Award for this movie, but she didn't really stand out to me. It's like she did okay. She did decent, I guess, but not really deserving of a Razzie, in my opinion. Because it's a musical, gotta talk about the music. Music was alright to me. Some of it really stood out, but it didn't stand out enough where it's like, oh man, I gotta watch this again, like on YouTube. No, not to that extent, but it was alright. The only song that threw me off was around the hour point, I think, in the movie, when Shiloh is confronting her dad. Just has this like punk rock type song that came right out of nowhere, and it completely threw me off. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? It just really just threw me off pace because it didn't fit in with the style of the movie at all. This like gothic type setting in the future. One thing that I really did like about the movie was that to have like flashbacks or flash forwards to figure out, how these all these characters are connected, is that they had these comic book style flashbacks, which I really liked. I thought it was a really nice change of pace, and it really did fit into the movie. One thing that I didn't really like about it was all the organ removal. I've been desensitized by the internet, so I didn't really care that it was in there, but it really wasn't necessary. You didn't have to show that. It's just trying to shock you with like, oh look, here are all these guts, here are intestines, here's a spine. Sometimes it's better to leave things to the imagination. We can just imagine somebody like removing a stomach or kidneys or intestines. Who really needs to watch that? Now, one thing that kind of confused me at the end, which it's spoiler, so if you don't want to be spoiled, when Blind Mag dies, she falls through like the fence. I figured they just, took her off quickly when the curtains were closed, but no, at the very end of the movie, she's still there on the fence. You'd think they would at least try to take her body off before rigor mortis sets in and it gets annoying as hell, but I guess not. I guess this is the same movie where at the beginning there's like this huge pile of rotting corpses just, in the middle of nowhere, so I guess they can do whatever the fuck they want in the future. I don't know if this is a decent movie. Like I said, I don't really know if I'd recommend it to anyone just because it's like two completely different genres mixing into each other. Like, I wouldn't recommend it to horror fans because they probably wouldn't like the musical parts. Pretty sure musical fans wouldn't like all the blood and guts and stuff like that. But all in all, it was okay.